always is. These are pictures emanating from the occupation of the people and what the environment offers of resources. They are always amazing pictures with the beauty and symbolism. They come in different fashions too. As you move across the countryside, you encounter sustained images of migration by different occupational groups. Fulanis are the bulk of these migration pictures. Ever so mobile, they always hunt locations where the grass is greener. This delayed group of women and children are speeding up to meet with the larger group, ahead of them with the larger herds of cattle and sheep, as they seek new settlements. True, if the pictures on this endowed countryside is not of migration, then it is of grazing. On that score, the variety is much and classy. This is the pictorial perspective from a water point. Hundreds of camels turn up here every day for their water needs. This water point accommodates other livestock too, but we run into the herds of camel now. Due to the rich endowment of this countryside all year round, camel grazers from as far a place as Niger Republic and Libya bring their livestock to graze around this Nigerian environment. This man actually said they are from Agadez, a far-flung city in Niger Republic. They are moving down home now. This countryside is an area that is busy all year round. It is dry season, but you are always confronted with agriculture. It supports massive crop production, wheat, maize, and rice. That apart, the farm movements excite me. Pictures of farmers patrolling the farmlands with their craft, and images of structure that reflect a vibrant agricultural community. The story is, beautiful as these pictures are, they come in bits and pieces. Graceful as they are too, they reflect a familiar life pattern in the north, life that we know and subject to discussion to lift the people. There is a rich fishing culture in this part of the country too, which is not so much in the public domain. It is part of the wonderful pictures you routinely come across in this hard-edged countryside. As we are fighting through a community in Gian, we noted these people. Virtually, all the young people in the community are in this pond trying to catch fish. We were wondering whether if it is a festival. Incidentally, it is not. It is just a meeting to catch fish. Because the area is a riverine area, the people around this area live by fishing, as they do by rice production. But then obviously, it is always interesting to see them in a situation like this. So we are here. I was actually coming back from an assignment in Krika when I ran into this fishing group. I had a mind to go my way, seeing that was not my involvement. But the pictures are too strong on my head. I stopped. This is not a fishing festival or any festival at all. It is a normal scenario. In communities around this area of Abuja, tens of water points allow for fishing. This is one of it. Here, people come from great distances to be part of the fishing exercises. It is a daily routine that gathers fishermen from across neighborhoods to fish to find an income and a living. In this water, the people group. Some do their fishing individually, some form units attached to one fishing net. The fishing net will be separated to the bottom of the water and allowed to snare as many fishes as are possible over a period. At a point, the net will be retrieved from the bottom of the water and the fishermen will scramble for the catches. Iretasu is the leader of this fishing group. Now, these are some of the models of the fish these people are catching. But this is their head. Baba?
We are all struggling for a livelihood. All the people you see here, everyone will have something for his survival. Not a single person will go empty-handed. In a little time from now, the net will be pulled out of the water and you will witness what will happen.
We were crowded for time, so we did not witness the conclusion of this fishing exercise. However, Iro told us that people come from Abuja and neighborhoods to buy what is caught here. All those involved here always go home with something of value to support their lives. The pictures here can be beautiful, but the routine can be tedious. One thing is sure though, this endeavor provides livelihoods to hundreds of people in this countryside. Fishing is actually far more extensive and real time in this area than what happens in that pond. The countryside of Abuja Emirate generally is an extensive floodplain kept alive by eternal water bodies. The story of it is that, while truly crop and livestock production are the selling point of Jigawa State generally, fishing is no less important, extensive and major source of livelihood. While still on the subject of fishing, I happened to run into a fishing festival around this iconic countryside. It is in Kalugwe, in Ayo local government area of Jigawa State. Yes, Ayo is in Hadija. The build up to the festival had that unique aura of an agricultural community enjoying the best of life. Kalugwe is along a major channel of River Hadija, an extensive water system that crosses 4 states and empties at Lake Chad. Communities along these river channels in Kano, Jigawa, Yobe and Borno states enjoy a better life by exploiting it for their irrigation, transportation, fishing, and by being a source of their drinking water and water for their livestock. Along this axis of Abuja, the river has been a big support for tens of fishing communities that live close to it. In view of the huge fishing potential that the area holds, Jigawa State government floats an annual fishing festival to add value to the fishing the people do, to avail them with the technology and ideas, especially as it relates to preservation and market. This is a tributary of River Hadija in Kalugwe. It is dry season, but look how magnificent and beautiful it looks in this place. It is full, and that is how it is all year round. Imagine if it is a rainy season now, how full it will look. Now, this place is giving the people around this area, and in fact all the villages along its tributaries, so many beautiful options. The options to fish, the option to travel, and the option obviously to do their agriculture there. In fact, at Kalugwe now, there is going to be a fishing festival. Beautiful if you ask me. But then it is also giving people an opportunity to get a prize. Obviously, this section of the river is dammed to allow for extensive agricultural activities, especially in the dry season. It is still early morning, and people are warming up to the event. Various fishing groups are here working at planting their net to snare the fishes. Not all people are registered to do the contest. Those registered, however, are embroiled in their desperate run to plant their nets at strategic locations. The momentum is gathering, and fishermen all across of Abuja Emirate are coming to this place to display their skills in fish catching. In fact, Since early morning, people were coming down to just plow their nets, to make preparations. Those that will pray will pray. Those that will cut their nets will cut their nets. And those that will participate will participate. That is the situation here. The momentum is gathering and the place is getting more beautiful and interesting. I like some of the pictures I'm seeing here. The situation for now is the fishing is already begun and catches are registered before all guests could arrive. In time, the guests begin to arrive. Notable presences include the Emir of Abuja himself. In the meantime, the fishing contest is going on and more catches are put on the table. This festival also allows fishermen who are not in the contest to warm up for personal fishing. They created such an iconic picture that etches in memory. I took a deep walk to visit those fishermen along the river channel who are not in the contest, yet are all fishing for livelihood. Following them, I was fascinated by the fish variety there is in this water. On the sideline of the fishing festival at Kolgwe, hundreds of fishermen turn out not to participate in the festival, but to do fishing so that they can get an income. Look at this distance. There are hundreds of fishermen all trying to catch fish so that they can get something. It is a bonanza for them. In fact, these young men, they have caught a number of them and very big. You can see them. See. This is just one of the fishes they catch. And they are not Magani.
Collect this one.
You can see. This is part of the catch they have made here. And we will wonder how much they will get getting this one. In fact, the whole of this bag is fish. So, I think why come keep them? Wannan kifin daban-daban kuke kama ne da? Kala-kala ne. Wannan wani iri ne shi wannan?
Sawanya.
Wannan sawanya ce. Okay, shi kuma wancan wannan kama fatarwada ce?
Wannan musko ne da wannan kuma bargi.
I was so much captured by the images here, I stopped to take pictures profusely. Eventually, I was back to where the festival is going on. The arena is full and noisy now. More catches are being brought in, weighted and put on the table. Well, now this is the fishing platform. It has been busy all day long. In fact, there were so many catches. Some of the catches as big as myself. How interesting you will think. But then, it is the kind of unity and the kind of battleground that has turned out to me that makes it look very, very interesting. Exciting if you will ask me. And it's still being very exciting. The people are still busy and trying to catch bigger fish. In the meantime, the competitors continue to bring in the fishes and the arena is worked up. Within all these are captivating images of vibrant and pleasant atmosphere. I picked out the Deputy Governor of Jigawa State, Ibrahim Hassan Hadeja, at the festival and talked to him on what the government is making out of this festival.
Well, what we are trying to do is bring fishing in Jigawa, especially in Hadeja, to the forefront. Last year we held the Pioneer Fishing Festival. This is the second in a row. Last year, the 5th largest fish caught in this river was larger than the first prize in Agungu. And we think it's time to bring this to not just the national front, but the international front. And as we can see, another difference is that in Hadeja, even the women are not left out.
Do we have enough fish resources to make it available for people to establish livelihood in an extremely large scale, to become a means of income for a large number of people?
Absolutely. We have the fish you are seeing here is coming from the Marke Barrage, which is the largest barrage we have apart from Tiga in this area. We have almost 11 dams in Jigawa State. Each and every one of these dams contains the capacity to support fishing. And what the state government has done is in the last 2 years, we have restocked the fish. We are putting fingerlings in Warwar Dam, in the dams in Kazore, in Guaram, and we have put an embargo on fishing for about 1 year. So now we have controlled fishing again by the fishermen so that there will be sustainability. So the state government is involved really in ensuring that we don't deplete all the fishery resources that we have.
At the risk of repeating myself, I was taken by the sides of the fish court here and see through the excitement of Deputy Governor Ibrahim Hassan. There are various activities built into this festival that added color and glamour to it. Yes, this is one of it. The fishermen are to contest in races too, races that are related to their occupations and struggle to catch fish. The women's race on fishing goods in particular was a thriller. One of the 3 contestants missed her good from the start, but she's not done yet. She somehow swims herself to the finish line without the required good. I speak to the girls on their fishing life.
We learned to swim on good. When we go to the river to fish or swim, it is part of our occupational development as children of fishermen and as adults.
One last bit of contest at the festival was the tug of war between the fishermen and butchers. It was such a big show. In the end, winners of various categories of the contest were given their prizes, while various interest groups went back home with the mind on how to make fishing a more vibrant and viable venture in Jigawa.
You can follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook at NTA Network News, Instagram at NTA Network, Twitter at NTA News Now. YouTube at NTA News Online, or visit www.nta.ng. For live streaming, visit www.nta.ng/live. Now, you can stay updated on the go, be it on your TV, iPhone, laptop, or iPad, or download the NTA mobile application from your Play Store or App Store. NTA, you can beat the rich.
Nigeria is blessed with arable land and lush vegetation. Every season, the agricultural sector harvests various food crops and cash crops. Alongside these, we are blessed with medicinal plants, which are essential in tackling our health issues. The list of these plants are endless, with huge potentials.
They are readily around us. They are available. These are things that we should be able to plant within our surroundings for immediate use, which is healthier.
We have huge potentials in Nigeria with respect to herbal medicine. Huge, I can tell you.
An inventory on what is available in the various geopolitical zones is amazing.
We have over 8,000 species of medicinal plants in Nigeria, and yet we have not tapped up to 25%. So that means for those of us who believe and often talk to medicinal plants, they come and they go. They are not happy. Why? Because of underutilization. The Northwest, we identified Moringa. Moringa oleifera, commonly known as everybody, I'm sure 80% of Nigerians will know that Moringa oleifera zogale is a vegetable that is eaten in the northern part of this country. It's used in making soup, it's used in making salad. Then for the Northeast, we discovered that the plant called Hibiscus subderrifa. You know what is, I'm sure everybody knows zobo. Zobo is very common in Northeast. They use it in making soups, they use it in making drinks, and there are two, there is white variety, there is red variety. The red variety is the one you take zobo, you get the flour, the zobo. Then the white variety, they use it in making a kind of soup. Then for North Central, we looked at, if you see how it is massively grown, ginger, particularly in Kaduna. Ginger is a plant that has many medicinal value, all over the world, well documented. Friendly, home friendly, mothers, everybody can have it. In your gardens, you can have it. This is something readily available. We go to the southern region. Southwest, we give them a plant which they don't even know and appreciate. Ephiri, Basil gratusinum, or Basil ocimum. That is what they call Ephiri in Yoruba. They call it Nchau in Igbo. In Hausa, we call it Odoya. For the south, we gave them what we called Venonia amagladina. Bitter leaf. Every home has bitter leaf. But we are looking at beyond, for goodness sake, I've always said it.